Okay, we have URZA Lord Protector from Ciara. So the game plan is to flip URZA early and -10 to stacks around. Something I've been hoping to do more often is pop Teferi / Talent Emblem. That way in a 4-player game, I can push -10ing more and win with artifacts. So with Teferi's talent, whenever you draw a card, put a loyalty counter on Enchanted Planeswalker. What does the -10 do? Artifacts and Planeswalkers gain indestructible until end of turn. Destroy all non-land permanents. I see. Okay. No preference in terms of UB or whatnot, but I'm building this with a $100 budget. Okay. This deck feels unfocused right now. There's a couple of cards that I know I could change, but I don't know what to change them to make my game plan more consistent. Okay. So we're going to start by duplicating. And then we're going to sort by mana value. And then we're going to add Transit Mage to your deck, which is already in. Great. Trinket Mage is also already in. Okay, I'm a little questioning of Trinket Mage here. It grabs a couple of good things, but it's not the best. Collector's Vault, also not a fan of. It's just a bad discard outlet, especially for blue. I don't like it. It's 4 mana for your first discard. That's kind of bad. Karn. Create a Power Stone. Sure. This Karn's awful. Wow. This Karn's an Oblivion Stone, or Oblivion Ring, or rather, Null Rod. God, those are all different cards. Karn, though, Null Rod, -2 can get the Might Stone and Weak Stone back, notably, after you've melded. That seems kind of important. Or wait, no, because exile them, then meld them into URZA. So this would be in play, and then after this dies, it goes into your graveyard, right? It's not an exile forever. Okay. First ability of an artifact costs 2 less to activate. I like this Teferi. That's funny. Ugin. I don't know if I like this Ugin. Okay. Redress for Fate. We don't have a lot of enchantments or artifacts, really. Brilliant Restoration. I'm not a big fan of all of these cards. They feel like they're going to be dead draws. And instead, what we can be running is something that's a lot more compact, right? We have, we don't have Buried Ruin already. So let's add Buried Ruin, right? This can get the Might Stone and Weak Stone back, even if Urza's answered. We can also run the other one, Academy Runes. Right, that can put Might Stone and Weak Stone back on top of the library even after stuff gets blown up. On any player's turn is if you can cast an instant. I see. So instead of doing the Teferi's talent stuff, I think. March of Progress. Choose target artifact creature you control. I see. You can overload it. So. The sync I don't really like. So, for me, artifacts and planeswalkers you control get indestructible until end of turn. Destroy all non-land permanents. For me, isn't there an Ajani that has to do with loyalty? Or is that in, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty on each planeswalker. Urza starts at 7 loyalty. So with this Ajani in play, you are able to instantly ult Urza, although that would kill Urza. We could also run, like, Onake Oathkeeper. This sucks. Okay, never mind. So we do loyalty Planeswalker. So Gatewatch Beacon. Oath of Gideon. Twice each turn rather than only once. That doesn't work with URZA, does it? Because it doesn't give us an additional time. We can already activate URZA twice. Spark Double's hilarious. Chain Veil's a little slow for my liking. And then you run Thrumming Bird. The stupid one that's in white. Grateful Apparition. You run Astral Cornucopia, which can get got by Trinket Mage. Our Trinket Mage has been cut. We have oh, I don't like to fabricate. But we do have other objects. Are we running this just for fairness? We don't have Isochron? Because if so, I do not like this at all. Just for knowledge out. The rest of these can stay, I think. Disallow all those a little mid. Okay. So. Astral Cornucopia is in. Everflow. I want to make this into a proliferation deck. Is my thought. Because it helps us ult the commander on the same turn. Which is very nice. And a lot of proliferation is on artifacts. Like Staff of Completion would be a good one. Non-token artifacts entering proliferating. Throne of Geth sacking artifacts to proliferate makes sense. Okay. We can do like a Karn's Bastion. Hilaria West, which can tutor up the Astral Cornucopia, which is your best mana rock now. Oh, proliferate, sort MV, and we're gonna add all the good, just like high floor proliferation cards. Contentious Plan, Experimental Augury, Metastatic. We don't have a lot of non-tokens in the deck. Ripples of Potential can protect the commander. Serum Snare, return target creature to its owner's hand if its mana value is 3 or less. We don't want to really bounce stuff because we're exiling it all. Or destroying it all, rather. Hilaria West grabs Planar Nexus for Tron lands too, right? I guess so. Are we running Tron lands in the deck? We are running Tron lands in the deck, and we have Planar Nexus. Yeah, so that should have been in a long time ago. Dreamtide Whale. I mean, I'll add Flux Channeler. Although it's a creature that gets wiped up by our own Urza, which is a little annoying. Like, I do not understand. I do understand the downside to adding Thrumming Bird in this stuff. In that it does get swept up by Urza, but at least until then it's doing something. I do like that Tekethal can give himself indestructible. As his Gambit should probably be in. Okay. Inexorable Tide. That one I'm a little bit more iffy on, just because it is 5 mana. Yeah, like Prophetic Prism probably shouldn't be in. Horizon Stone definitely shouldn't be in. Flagstone's a little weird. Mystic Forge is a little weird to me. I like Uthros Research Craft, though. Okay, we are over the $100 budget now, by the way, so let's just sort by price and take something out. Damn, Staff of Completion's $1 billion? Okay, no, it isn't. It just gave us an expensive printing for no reason. So I think like a Search for Glory. This could be a good portent of Calamity. Right, just being able to cast a bunch of spells, so you do Brainstorm. Because we have a bunch of different card types. Brain Surge for top deck manipulation, portent. And then Aminatus. We can try it out like this. Yield globe, ugly. I like liquid metal coating. Let's do liquid metal torque, call it. Really they won't be mad if we go like $2 over budget. The liquid metal torque also in. Mystic Skull. Seems bad. So probably like just one more island or one more plains, and then we can go. Can we have a shout out to your channel artist? JG draws everything I do, and they're listed in the description of all of my videos. Their social, or it's either their website or their socials. I actually wouldn't keep this hand just because we're all blue but no blue source. This is far more keepable. Draw, plains, next turn. Island, go. Or island, liquid metal coating, go. And then this turn is plains. Or, yeah, plains, pass, stern lesson. Draw 2, then discard a card. Discard Thousand Moon Smithy. Add token Power Stone. Next turn. Plains. Then you go 1 Soul Ring. And then you go Island, Plains, 1. URZA, 2, 3. Search for Glory. Get a Planeswalker of some sort. Get to Fairy. Tap Teleria West. And let's just blind flip here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X is 5 portent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have enchantment, artifact, land. Sadly, that means we miss, but we can still put artifact, artifact into hand, enchantment into hand, land into hand. These go to graveyard. Okay, I want to find something else than search for glory. Oh, no, because this is legendary. Okay, we can tutor it with search for glory. Okay, search says. Don't really like Bronze Guardian. Those just seem fine. Once again, we're gonna sort by price. Okay, I don't believe in Karn. It's just kind of too much for the budget. For like a very niche use case. Yeah, maybe I don't even like a Johnny. Okay. Because we have all these other ways to proliferate. Let's go. Exile target non-land permanent. And the joke is you can flicker URZA with this. So Felly is probably like the heat, right? That's like Flicker Westphalia. Because this lets you reset URZA, which is really interesting to me. Because that's the best way to put like 1 billion loyalty counters on him is just to reflip him. Because he has 7. And Fairy, Temporal Archmage. Yeah, so maybe you do end up doing Teferi's Resolve or whatever. Teferi's Talent. And if you draw a card, put a loyalty counter. So maybe you do Frantic. Deification. Choose Urza. Planeswalkers you control the chosen type have hexproof. As long as you control a creature, if damage would be dealt to a planes of the chosen type. But we won't control a creature sometimes. Although we do have artifact creatures, so actually we would. Brain Surge is already in, I think, right? Yeah, Brain Surge is already in. We could do like Brainstone. Brainstone feels a little better. All right, let's play test this out now. Unkeepable. Okay. Pass 1, 2, 3. Urza's Cave, crack it. Oh, you. Archway. Okay. So we go blue, blue, 1, Teleria West. Get Astral Cornucopia. And then you go 1, 2, Everflowing Chalice. Next turn. 1, 2, 3, Urza. 1, 2, Astral Cornucopia. 1, 2, 3. Search for Glory. Get Mightstone and Weakstone. Free. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mightstone and Weakstone, draw 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, so close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, never mind. We do have enough. I only counted this for 1. So we have Urza Planeswalker now. Hello, my name is Urza Planeswalker. Okay. Things got 2 less this turn. And then we will draw 2, discard 2. Draw 2, then discard 1. Nice. We actually want to keep Moonsilver Key. Okay, so sadly we can't pop this same turn. So it'd probably like take a bunch of damage. Next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aminachu's Augury. Okay, so this is the top 8 cards. We get Teferi. Freecast Ripples. Or Freecast Flux Channeler. Instant. Oh, no, we already did instant. Sorcery X is 0 for the proliferation. Land into play tapped. Rest on the bottom. And then we can go -1. So we proliferated twice there. We tap this for colorless. And you go untap, 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 untap. This is where like Display Circuit would be disgusting, by the way, because you keep flickering Teferi and then you go insane. So like if you ever find $20 or is it 40 now? Something like that. If you ever find some money, get a Display Circuit. And so let's +2 Urza. That's our first activation of Urza this turn. Artifact, instants, and sorceries we cast this turn cost 2 less to cast. So this one's free. Island. That gets us a proliferation. This one's free. That gets us a proliferation. Blue. We should have done this first. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose a counter on a target. Yeah, so we would cast this first. Okay, now we -10. Which sadly gets rid of our Flux Channeler, but whatever. She had it coming. 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Moonsilver Key gets the stupid artifact. This one gets which is Staff of Completion. It costs 1 mana to cast. Think, proliferate, counter, 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 counter. Hooray, everything's been blown up. This turn, you go proliferate, counter, 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 counter. Crack, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Karn's Bastion, proliferate. Frantic Search. Draw 2. Discard 2. We'll put a counter on Teferi. Crack the Mind Stone draw. Grateful Apparition, which sadly doesn't really work for us. But we'll go -10 on Teferi. So we can now activate this at instant speed. So we go 1, 2. Draw 2, then discard a card. Throne of Geth. Sack Throne of Geth. Dink, dink, dink. Also dink. And then we activate him a second time. Oh, wait, no, we already activated him once. So then you pass. You go activate, draw, discard. And then you can -10 at instant speed. Hooray. So proliferation is the angle we want to go with this, is my opinion. This is already playing kind of fun. I've never seen an URZA Lord Protector deck where like flipping it is the goal of the deck. But this is pretty interesting to me. So, like I said, I like the Tekethal gives himself indestructible. Everything else here is just kind of working for me. I think maybe Emery can go. 31 artifacts. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. Like, we add the Academy Ruins and the Buried Ruin now to help with the recursion of the Might Stone and Weak Stone, and we can get those off of a Teleri West, or now off of a Expedition map, which I'll add right now. All right, and we managed to keep it, around $100. Once again, Displacer Kitten would be the most disgusting thing you could ever add to this deck, but it's $30. And Coveted Jewel should always join Displacer Kitten. Whenever you add one to the deck, you should add the other. But I like how both of those work with Teferi as well, right? This Wombo. And when you have Displacer Kitten as well, 1 mana Teferi is also really insane. Right. And then you can run, like, you already have a couple zero drops that can go infinite with that. So, if you ever need to upgrades that are non-budget, this is some pretty good material here to start with. But as it stands, I don't know. Like, this deck feels pretty good. Like, we can probably just play test again to make sure it wasn't a fluke, but I don't think it was. Hooray, Soul Ring. Maybe go Urza's Cave here, and then you go crack it for white type land. They'd probably just get Razortide Bridge. So now we can go 1, 2 Urza Silex. And then you go blue 1, 2. Repurposing Bay, pass. Swords your thing. 1, 2, sack this. Yeah, we're fine. So we go Urza Silex into Thousand Moon Smithy. Get a gnome. And we go 1, 2, Uthros Research Craft. And then you go Might Stone, Weak Stone, draw 2 cards. And then you go blue 1, Thicker Moon Gauntlet, draw a card this turn. Go 1, 2, 3. Flux Channeler. No, you don't. And the reason is because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You needed to transform these into Urza. And then you go Artifact, instant, and sorcery spells cost 2 less to cast. The draw 2, then discard. Sorry I'm not super talkative with chat right now, by the way. I'm like, I literally feel smoke coming out of my ears playing this deck. Probably just +1 again. Draw 2, discard. Okay. Now you can just drop a Flux Channeler. And then this turn you can kind of like just go ham. Here we have Liquid Metal Coating being a beast. Make Flux Channeler into a artifact creature. And then nuke everything. Oh, we should have gotten extra counters too, lol. Yeah, like URZA is just like a one-sided board wipe, which is really funny. I mean, I feel like this is just good to go. It's doing the thing, which is what the deck wants to do at all. So, hooray, we've done it. Case cracked. URZA flipped. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I think that does it. I think not only does that deck review finish, but we've also been done with the stream. So